Shadow on the face. You know what? I got to start being true to myself. I'm going to start the screen flow right now. Use my nose. I'm going to stay true to my form. I don't want to sell out now. 40 years ago, I ended up downtown streets of Washington, D.C., and fending for myself. First time. I was a knee baby uh, at the risk of people telling my mother that didn't, she didn't want to spoil me. But I was second to the last baby. But I would say that I spoiled myself, being set in my ways for so many years, and it kind of it filtered over or ran over into when I wanted to pursue. Well, it goes back. It's a long story. D.C., Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. It was no jobs downtown, decent jobs for uh, people of color, unless it's a long story. Most of the jobs years ago were only given to, I hate to get into this, light skinned people of color, and you had to be, and preferably homosexual. It's the truth. I mean, most of the people that were getting hired. But that goes to the part where I ended up uh, going downtown, finding out about the suit lines, and eventually I found out about a shelter after I had learned about stick pads. Those are places that abandoned buildings that people move into, uh, people's houses that were empty, carrying a stick, as you call it. When you literally, some guys I saw actually did carry a stick because people used to make sure you could defend yourself. People could recognize you as a person that was on what do you call it when a sabbatical, someone that was on a sabbatical, seeking to be one with oneself, not following society, free from the system, under the grid back in the day. It was so amazing. I lived on the street for so many years, and then I was getting summons to court. I was getting summons to court duty. How can you like live on the street and then get court duty? A lot of times I didn't have to answer it because I could always say that I didn't I didn't live at that address and I didn't receive the mail. I got to put some water up my nose. Whenever I sneeze, I always put water up my nose. Get back on point. Get back on my mark. But I don't want to be rattling on. I say all that to say that I want to be true to myself. Pursuing my music. Look, I'm not even talking in the microphone. I don't believe this. All this time, you probably couldn't even hear me. Oh, I just took the microphone off to go put water in my nose. That's right. But staying true to myself. It's the main thing. When I lived on a sabbatical journey, streets of Washington D.C. and Maryland, I pursued my own music in my own way. You know, the flute. I played the flute how I wanted to play it. I played saxophone how I wanted to play it. I presented my art the way I wanted to present it. So there's no reason why I shouldn't do that now and try stay away from trying to play music that I think people want to like. Everybody that hires me knows that I'm doing my own thing. Reason why they hired me because they like what they saw or they saw what they liked, and that's the way they hired me. So that's what they're going to get. My I have a friend's percussionist. He knows the music. He's seen me perform out on the street, and he liked what he saw because actually he's the guy that I told you. He thought I was when I was one of my keyboards. I would it did have a drum machine in it, but I would split the bass. I would split the keyboard. The right hand I would play a bass and a synth. The left hand I would play sometimes I would layer in different options. But anyway, I had four layers. Sometimes piano and strings, bass and synth, and I would do that in various formats. And with the drum machine playing along with the music, but he actually thought it was a track because I remember him saying, "You have to record your tracks," and I said, "These aren't tracks." He was a fellow musician, and he didn't even know that it was performance mode. It wasn't tracks. He thought I was playing tracks. So I want to take that to the level to this keyboard here. I apologize also too for the song that I played yesterday, that Paco Bell's Cannon. It was a spirit of the moment thing. Only got 6 views on it, but it wasn't in my traditional form of studying and practicing preparation. I threw it up. I was tired and I threw it up. It's like threw up food, like you got sick and threw it up. Same thing with the Bohemian Rhapsody. They got a lot of views. It wasn't properly prepared, and I threw it. I should never put it up. So I'm going to do those both of those songs over again. Because let me show you. Oh, the percussionist. I gave him a long list of my regular songs, and he says none of the songs on the list might not work. He said we'd be better off doing traditional songs. Not he said contemporary songs with a beat. I thought every song has a beat. Everything has a beat if it's not unless it's completely freestyle without a metronome click and you no rhythm at all. Uh, Speeding up and slowing down. But if you have more than one measure and you have any music written, it has to have a beat. Song, it's impossible for a song not to have a beat. You can try to do it without a beat. Avant God. Let me go ahead here, but I don't want to make a big deal about this. Let me go here. I want to go and let's go to the screen. Let's go to the big screen. Uh, I don't know if it's rude to go off camera or not, but if I'm not going to be editing, you got to see what I'm talking about here. What? Let me pull up my Let me pull up myself here, my channel. The song I threw up. The reason why I'm upset is because actually I got views on that Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was a piece of crap. I hit so many wrong notes, and I had the nerve to even edit it. And one of the camera, the iPad, it was lagging so far behind. Got 21 views. That might not seem like a lot to some people, but in one day, not having the algorithms working properly for me, YouTube's algorithms and having to go through. See, look, it's such a lag. I'm never going to do anything like this again. So I'm going to slow down and prepare my. And I had to turn the volume up on this too. So many wrong notes. So I'm going to redo this Bohemian Rhapsody over again, and I'm going to do Paco Bell's Canon. But I hope I don't have to cancel the performance for the Zoom conference. It's the guy. It's not. He only talked to me one time since he presented it to me. And he only answered my text one time since then. So I don't know if he's going to answers tell me what's going on. And jumping around, being at a risk of being frivolous. Pro Tools is still not working, but it's neither here nor there. No big deal. I can use Studio One or matter of fact, let me spend a little bit of time. I hate to spend time in the morning. I need to make sure I got my template set up for. I do have my template set up for Studio One. Let me crash out of here for Pro Tools is not working. Let me force quit this. But there's a young man who I attempt to emulate, and they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. And he had to drive miles away from his house the other day just to get a Wi-Fi signal. His electricity. He's in Texas, and he drove. And I he does live sessions from scratch. And here, this one here, let me show you. This one is February the 12th. He's got almost 350 viewers, and it was a hour. It's 4 hour long session, 4.5 hour long recording session, and he walks people through this. And a lot of people in the chat room. I know it's more than it was. A lot of people in the chat room, and when he went and drove around to find a hot spot because the electricity was shut down in this Texas. He had like 22 people. He was sitting in his car, and I said hello, and I told him that I could show him how to hook everything up to batteries, and he could sit in his car and do a if he had that Machina Plus, and but he does like 4 hour sessions. That's I and would love to rise to that level, and he does Machina. You see with his Machina. Let me go back. He's in Studio One. He's in Studio One here with the Machina open. You know what? He's setting this to in multi mode. He's in multi mode. I think I need to. I'm still learning, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on this learning. I'm going to have to spend time on learning, but right now I need to get back to my piano. So I'm going to get on these two songs this morning. For now, I'm just going to check on my a template here for Logic Pro X. But this is just to. I know I've been babbling here, but it's to let you know I need to step my game up. Step my game up. Stay true to myself. I'm not going to be selling out. I need to play what I like, be myself. And also, too, I'm in semi retirement. I don't want to break my neck doing anything. Uh, Stay true to myself. Do what I want to do. Y'all just can be a fly on the wall if you want. So let me go ahead. I forgot to get my banana. My smoothie got enough honey in there, and go get my banana. Start my day. Maybe the Bruce Hornsby will be the next two songs. Mandolin Rain and the End of Innocence. And I need to do that. That's the way it is too. That's the way it is. Both versions. I still want to get back on that Tupac. I ain't mad at you because that went over really good. But let me go ahead. I'll be back again. Let me pep myself up, lively myself up. So I'll be talking to you guys in a minute. I'll be back with you. Thanks for my regular customers. I'll see ya. Peace and hair grease, peace and love, peace and roast grief. Stay strong, live long, and prosper. I'm out.